What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Golden State Warriors, whose season ended with a 4-2 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers in the second round of the playoffs. The goal here is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, man. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs by my birthday, which is May 26th. I know it's coming up and we got a ways to go, but if you guys could help make that happen, I would really appreciate it. And without any further ado, it's time to get into this video, man.
Let's get it.
So for those that don't know, the Warriors are my favorite team, so this video is going to be coming from a little bit of a different perspective than usual. This is essentially what I would want my favorite team to do, and honestly, man, I haven't really made up my mind just yet. It's a really interesting situation, man, because obviously we know about the previous success with this team. They've got 4 rings with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, and while their window definitely is closing, you could extend it if you want to buy now. However, the question is, just how much do you want to mortgage your future in order to do that, man? They've got some young players, Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody. That's supposed to be their future, and if you trade away those guys, well, then what are you really left with once this era of Golden State basketball ends? So this is going to be a really crucial offseason, man. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and take a look at the rotation here. At the one, we got Steph Curry. He's 35 years old and aging like fine wine, man. He's got 3 more years on his contract after this season, and yeah, honestly, I think he's going to be elite for all 3 of those years, man. I really do think that if we wanted to build a championship team around Steph Curry, even at the age of 38 years old, at the end of his contract, I still think that would be possible. Again, it's just how much do I want to mortgage my future in order to give him that championship caliber team. That's really what I got to think about. At the 2, we got Klay Thompson, and man, there's no way around it. He's going to have to take a pay cut after next season. He's 33 years old. He'll be 34 by the end of his deal here, making 43 M's, bro. Ideally, I need him to be making like low 20s, honestly, $21, $22 million per year. That's just the only way I'm going to be able to keep him on this team. It's a very expensive squad, and as much as I love Klay Thompson, as much as I wish he could be a Golden State lifer, it's got to be for the right dollar amount, because he's not the same Klay that he was before he missed 2 seasons due to injury, as you would expect. But I mean, offensively, he can still shoot the ball well. Defensively, he hasn't really gotten back to like being that stopper that he used to be. Again, totally understandable, but that contract, 43 M's, I need you to be like a superstar for that price tag, and he's obviously not that anymore. So we are going to have to save money somewhere, man, and Klay Thompson is probably going to be one of those options. At the 3, we got Andrew Wiggins. Now, he's 28 years old, and he's locked up for the next 4 seasons, potentially, because I'm sure he'll take that player option for 30 M's in 2026. If I'm Andrew Wiggins, man, this is the team that I want to play for, because there isn't a better fit for him. You know, he came into the league first overall pick in 2014 with crazy expectations, one of the most hyped up prospects ever at the time, Maple Jordan, all that kind of stuff. And while he was okay as the main guy in Minnesota for a little bit, he definitely has thrived here with the Warriors, where he can just play his role, man. He can range from like the 2nd scoring option to like the 4th scoring option on any given night, and he's also really improved his defense as well, so that's a nice development. As we take a look at his stats here, man, these look solid. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting above league average from deep. The stats might be a little bit off because 2K still has not fixed start today mode, so this is an updated scenario where some of these games were simulated, but you guys get the gist. I really like me some Andrew Wiggins, man. The only situation where I would trade him is if I do want to really make a big move and buy now, then we might have to throw him in order to make something happen. But for right now, I think he's pretty safe. At the 4, we got Draymond Green, who's 33 years old, same age as Klay Thompson, and also in a similar predicament. He's going to have this last season, which I'm sure he'll take this, the player option, for 27.6 just about. And then after that, man, you're going to have to take a pay cut if you want to stay on this team. It's just that simple. I definitely want to keep Draymond because I think he's super essential to this team. Some people will look at the stats and say that he doesn't really do anything. My response to that is you just don't watch Warriors games and you just don't know ball, bro. I mean, Draymond Green and Steph Curry, that was the best pick and roll duo in the league this season stats wise. They've been one of the best for a while now. Dre's also a gritty defender. He's the heart and soul of this team. I definitely think there's a lot of value to keeping him, but it's going to have to be at the right price, man. Ideally like 20 and under per year. That's just what it's going to have to be if he stays on the team. He's already said in multiple interviews he thinks it's inevitable that he'll get traded, and while I do want to prevent that, man, if he's not willing to take that pay cut, then we definitely will have to move on from him. At the 5, we got Kevon Looney, one of the best role players in the league, man, 27 years old, and we got him locked up for the next 2 seasons because we are going to pick up that team option. Only 8 mil. That's definitely a steal, man, for a team that, again, is trying to save money any ways that we can. And you're not going to find better bang for your buck at the 5 spot than Kevon Looney, man. Yes, he's undersized, 6'9", but the motor is elite, bro. I mean, he hustles on the glass glass, especially on the offensive glass, gets them so many second chance opportunities, which for a 3-point shooting team is really good because a lot of times you're going to have those open kick out options when you get that second chance. So I love me some Kevon Looney, man. I definitely want to get a better backup that can space the floor a little bit better. But when it comes to our starter, the Warriors really haven't needed like a great center during any of their championship runs, whether it was JaVale McGee or Andrew Bogut. Kevon Looney, I think, will do just fine. So I'm definitely cool with keeping him around. But I don't know if I want to keep Jordan Poole around, man. He's 23 years old. And honestly, this is the deciding domino, man. If we trade Jordan Poole, then I think that really opens the floodgates for us to mortgage our future and start to try to win right now. His contract is kicking in. He's going to be making 29 mil just about next season, all the way up until 35 mil by 2026. And I would have been fine with paying that had he shown us a little bit something in the playoffs, but it was not the case, bro. He was virtually unplayable at times. And honestly, man, even if we do want to look towards the future, I don't know if I want Jordan Poole to be that guy because I don't know how much of a system guy he is. He's really more of like a boom or bust type of player where he's going to go off for 30 or he's going to go off for like 7. And I just don't think that justifies the price tag here. So I am leaning towards trading him and continuing to try to win a championship, but it's also going to come down to what I can get in return, man. I haven't really looked around or tried this out yet. So we're going to see what that market is for Jordan Poole. Right now, it's not going to be too high, though, because his stock is about as low as it's been since he signed this contract. Then we also have Donte DiVincenzo, who had some good moments in the playoffs, also definitely had some bad ones. He really struggled to shoot the ball at times, but in that last game was one of their better players, helped somewhat keep them in it. He's got a player option for next season that I imagine he will decline. Either way, though, I want to try to bring him back if it's not too expensive, because when you look at the stats, man, this is really solid for a role player. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 39.7% from deep. Like, we'll definitely take that out of Donte DiVincenzo, especially if we move on from Jordan Poole. We're going to need that backup guard play, and I think Donte would be just fine. We would also have Gary Payton as an option, which is nice. Now, he's got another 2 years on his deal if he wants to accept that player option on the last one. I'm not sure if he will, but either way, I think that's about the market for him. 30 years old, man. He's not going to progress anymore. Just hopefully he doesn't regress, because if he does, we'll probably have to look for somebody else. Either way, though, I love me some GP, man. He's just a hustle guy. I mean, he gets up and gets some pretty crazy offensive rebounds despite only being 6'2". He can knock down the occasional like corner 3-point shot, and he's also a pretty good defender as well. So I definitely want to keep him. If we do trade Poole, I wouldn't be too mad at having GP and DiVincenzo as our guards off the bench. We also have Moses Moody, who's 20 years old, 14th overall pick in 2021. He definitely boosted his stock this playoffs, man. He ended up getting some really solid minutes. I mean, was even helping close out some games at times. He hustles on defense and he can knock down the 3 as well, shooting 36.4% from deep. I would love to keep him around, but again, that's kind of the situation that we're in. If we do decide to try to win now and continue to buy in, then it's probably going to cost us a guy like Moses Moody in addition to Jordan Poole. So we'll just have to see what the return is looking like for a package like that. Then we also got JaMychal Green, and like I said earlier, I really want to stretch 5 to be the backup for Kevon Looney. This year it was JaMychal Green, but he just was not shooting the ball well, man. Hasn't been doing it the last 2 seasons. Before that, I mean, he was knocking them things down, man, but just wasn't able to do it this year. I pretty much just want a better version of him as our backup center for next season. Green is on an expiring deal, and at the age of 32, 72 overall, he's going to regress, man. We're not going to be bringing him back. It just is what it is. Next up, we got Jonathan Kuminga, and he's really like a question mark, bro, because he was a 7th overall pick 2 years ago. Obviously, he has a lot of potential. However, he hasn't been getting much playing time, man. He's been getting a lot of DNPs by coach's decision. So I'm not really sure just what the market is. I mean, I'm sure some teams would still get him just purely banking on that potential, but it's going to be really interesting to see just what kind of offers I get from him. It might be one of those scenarios where I'm just selling so low on him that it's almost not even worth it, and I should just keep him. That's just one thing to consider, man. At the end of the day, I do like me some Jonathan Kuminga, but it just might not be the best fit here with the Warriors. Then we got another 2 20-year-olds here. Patrick Baldwin Jr. was the 28th overall pick in last year's draft, has been dealing with injuries both his rookie year and back in college. That's really kind of hurt his stock. I don't think we would get much for him either way, so we probably will keep him. Who knows, man? In real life, if the Warriors do move on from like Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, then that might free up some minutes for Patrick Baldwin Jr. But here in 2K, man, he's a 69 overall. I'm not really sure how high his ceiling is, so at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to play too big of a role, whether we try to win right now or look towards the future during this rebuild. The same can be said about Ryan Hollins, 20 years old, 2nd round pick. I can't imagine he's going to progress too much, 67 overall. There's not much to say here. We got another young guy here in Lester Quinones, 22 years old, undrafted guy. Again, not really a part of our plans. And then our last guy is Andre Iguodala, who already said he's going to retire this offseason. I mean, it makes sense. He's 39 years old, so he's going to decline that player option. But anyways, man, that's a look at the rotation. Let's take a look at the 3-year game plan, which obviously will start next season. For season number 1, man, I think I want to trade Jordan Poole and try to win now. I went back and forth for a while off camera, man, but I think that is the best move. As long as Steph Curry is playing the way he is, man, we'd be doing ourselves a disservice if we didn't try to build a championship team around him. So that's what we're going to do for season number 1. Again, I still don't know what I'm going to be able to get back for Jordan Poole, but we're going to give it a shot, man. That's the plan for season number 1. For season number 2, I really want to assess Klay Thompson and Draymond Green's future with the team. Like I said, they're both going to be free agents by then. I'm going to need them to take a pay cut, man. And if they're not willing to do that, then they're going to have to go, man. And that means there's going to be some really big changes with this team. So that'll be super interesting. And then for season number 3, it's honestly in the air, man. If we win our championship in like year 1, then by season number 3, we're probably going to start looking towards the future. But if we're at season 3 and we haven't gotten a championship yet, well, then that's tough. We're probably going to have to make another move to try to win a championship. That's like the worst case scenario, man. But either way, let's go ahead and sim these playoffs here. Not like it matters to me, as it's going to be the Nuggets and the Celtics. Give me the Celtics in like 6 and Celtics in 7. All right. Jason Tatum, finals MVP. Shout out to him, man. So we're here at the draft lottery, and we do have the 19th overall pick in the draft. Not too bad, man. I don't know if I'll keep it or not, man. Let's go to draft night and just see either we're going to make a pick or we're going to make a really big splash. Let's go ahead and find out. So I'm here at the draft, and I'm actually not able to trade my pick, but that's totally fine because I see Keontae George sitting here at pick number 19, bro. I mean, he's supposed to be a lottery type of talent, so we're going to definitely snag him right here. Maybe we'll trade him, maybe we won't, but for right now, that's a steal, bro. Let's get him onto the team. So I'm here at team/player options, and Draymond Green has declined his player option. That's really surprising. 27.6 M's just about. Maybe he's doing that to take a pay cut, which would be great. But if he's asking for more money, then it might be bye-bye Draymond. We're going to have to see what he says there. Dante DiVincenzo is also declining his player option. Kind of expected that. Hopefully it won't cost us more than like, I don't know, 6 or 7 M's to bring him back. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, best believe we're going to bring them back as well. For now, at least, we're just going to leave it at that. So Draymond Green is asking for 27 M's, bro. Dre, I can't do it, my boy. I cannot do it, bro. Let me try and negotiate a little bit. This looks good to me, man. 1950. There we go. Okay, cool. Bro, what is Dante DiVincenzo on, man? He wants 17 M's. Like, dog, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. 11.99 is just way too much, bro. It's way too much. The good thing is it's a 1-year deal, so I guess I'm fine with it. But man, bro, this is brutal. I'm sick, man. I'm not going to lie. So I'm here at player progression. Steph Curry is up 2 to a 98. That's nice to see. Jordan Poole up 3 to an 87, man. That's really good. I'm still not going to keep him because in real life, I think he's got to go, man. But this should definitely make it a little bit easier to move him. We also got Klay Thompson only going down 1 to an 85. That's nice. Draymond Green only down 1 to an 82. That's really good. And we got some pretty decent progression, man. Andrew Wiggins is up 2. Jonathan Kuminga up 5 to an 80, okay? Dante DiVincenzo up 3. You better be going up, man, to make it worth that price tag. But yeah, overall, not too bad of an offseason, man. I was really thinking some of our older guys would decrease more. I'm honestly not too mad at it. So let's go ahead and get ready for season number 1, where we're going to make some big changes. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, and 2 unprotected first-round picks to the Minnesota Timberwolves, so Karl Anthony Towns. Now, there is a lot to unpack here. I think the Timberwolves have a ceiling with this roster. This is a group that's going to make it to like the second round of the playoffs at best, honestly, for the next few seasons. So you might as well start to look towards the future, man. And if you're already limited on draft capital because they gave up 4 first-round picks in addition to a whole lot of other stuff to get Rudy Gobert, then you probably need some draft capital back. We're giving them 2 unprotected first-round picks here, which would be really big for them. And then we're giving them 2 young players, in Jonathan Kuminga and Jordan Poole, both of which are under 25 years old, while Karl Anthony Towns is 27. I think this is a perfect trade for the Timberwolves because they get young pieces and they get some draft capital back. I think that's more than a fair package. And as the Golden State Warriors, man, I know the overalls are going to make this look like a horrible trade because it's 87, 80, and then 2 picks for an 88. But ignore the overalls, man. 2K isn't the most realistic game. I think they're overvaluing Jordan Poole. I think they're overvaluing Jonathan Kuminga right now, just based off what we've been seeing in real life. So in reality, man, both of these guys I think would benefit from a change in scenery. I don't think Golden State is the right fit for Jordan Poole or Jonathan Kuminga. Maybe Minnesota is. So that's why we're going to try to do this, man. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull this trade off here. And we can. Karl Anthony Towns, welcome to the team. And bro, look at this starting lineup. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Karl Anthony Towns. This is insane, man. Now, it's actually kind of funny. Karl Anthony Towns is paired up with Andrew Wiggins again. And honestly, man, I think we're going to try to follow the same mold here. There's been a lot of criticism that Cat is not a playoff guy. He's not able to lead his team to postseason success. Well, the same was said about Andrew Wiggins when he was on the Timberwolves. Look what he ended up doing once he came to Golden State. He ended up being a really nice role player. I think that's kind of the same mindset that we're going to have here with Karl Anthony Towns. He doesn't have to be the main option, at least while Steph Curry's still on the team. He can also go back to the 5 now, which is really good because he had to play the 4 when he was with Rudy Gobert. He just isn't a good enough perimeter defender to play power forward, so this is a better fit for him. I really think this is a great scenario for Cat, man, so I'm really happy about this. Off the bench, we got Kevon Looney now, who's going to be a really nice role player with our second unit. We also got Dante DiVincenzo, we got Gary Payton II, and we also have Keontae George, which is a big reason why I was fine with losing Jordan Poole. I think George is going to be a stud for us, man. He's going to be our future point guard, shooting guard, which is pretty much what Jordan Poole was, you know what I mean? So that made me even more willing to trade Poole, man. Overall, I think this is working out perfectly. We also got to keep Moses Moody. I mean, this is a great roster right now. Honestly, man, I think all we need is a backup power forward and we're all set. So let me go and see what I can find. And that guy's going to be Jay Crowder. He's sitting here in free agency at the age of 33 years old, still a 76 overall, and only expecting pretty much a veteran minimum, man. Let's go ahead and knock that down. Yeah, we can get this thing done. He didn't play much for the Bucks this playoffs, but he's going to play for us now. Welcome to the team, man. And that's the squad. We got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Karl Anthony Towns. Off the bench, we got Dante DiVincenzo, Kevon Looney, Jay Crowder, Gary Payton II, and Moses Moody. We're going to make Keontae George wait a season. But yeah, bro, I love this roster. Let's try to win a championship. We're going to sim this regular season and see how it plays out. I guess we went 69-13. We were dominant, as you would expect. Trae Young gets MVP. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. We probably got Coach of the Year, right? There we go. Steve Kerr, shout out to him. Didn't get Exec of the Year, which is a little bit surprising. We pulled off a Cat trade, my boy, but oh well. Let's go ahead and keep it moving here. No Steph at all. That's actually really interesting. But alrighty, let's go ahead and keep it moving then. We have the best record in the league, man, 69-13. Second best was the Atlanta Hawks, 61-21, because 2K still just loves the Hawks for some reason. I don't get it. Taking a look at the stats, Steph led the way, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, shooting that thing. Yeah, ridiculously well from deep, 45.5%. That's crazy. Cat shooting above league average from deep. Klay Thompson as well. Andrew Wiggins, Dante DiVincenzo, Moses Moody. I mean, we got shooters on this squad, bro. Everybody was hooping, which is a really good sign. You love to see it. I feel like we're ready to win a championship. Let's go ahead and get into it here. We're going up against the Utah Jazz. Who do they have on the squad? It's Colin Sexton, Ochai Agbaji, Chris Middleton now, which is interesting. Lauri Markkanen, and then Walker Kessler. All right, let's go ahead and beat these boys in like 5, man, as they actually win the first game. All right. All right. That kind of humbled me a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's knock this down to a 9, bro, because recently I lost as a number 1 seed to an 8 seed. I forgot what rebuild that was. Which one was that? I can't remember. Let's go ahead and mess around with this just a little bit here. We're going to knock this down here like that. I need some more minutes for Klay Thompson. I need some more minutes for Andrew Wiggins as well. Yeah, man. Let's get these up here. Let's get these things up. Yeah, I think that's about right, man. Yeah, probably like that, and then give me just a little bit more here. Okay, this should be enough, man. This should be plenty to beat the Utah Jazz as we win that game. Okay, we're up 2-1 now. 3-1. It was just a little scare. Come on, man. No game 7. There we go. Okay. That's a little concerning because it shouldn't have been that difficult. But here is the matchup that we wanted. A rematch with the Los Angeles Lakers. Same teams, bro. Let's get into this thing. At least same starting lineups. Here we go. We win game 1. That's nice. We win game 2. Oh yeah. Never mind. Okay, we didn't sweep them, but there we go. The gentleman sweep. Let's get it. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are here, bro. New look Timberwolves with Jordan Poole leading the way. Wow, with Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Jonathan Kuminga, and Rudy Gobert. I mean, that's a really nice team, bro. I think both teams really benefited from this trade here. But let's benefit a little bit more, man. I really want to win this and get this title here because our window's closing. Theirs is really just now starting to open as we're up 2-0 now, 3-0. Yeah, bro. Come on now, man. We're going up against the Boston Celtics. All right, let's get into this thing. They got Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, and Robert Williams III. Alrighty, let's go ahead and win this thing in like, I don't know, 6 games here as we win game 1. We're up 2-0, 3-0. Okay, come on, bro. Let's not mess around too much here. And there we go. Golden State, man. The Warriors have won a championship. They said the dynasty was over. No, it's not, man. We've won a championship in year number 1. Steph Curry leading the way, our finals MVP. 35 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, shooting above 50% from deep, bro. Come on now, man. So we've already won our championship, but this rebuild is going to be at least 3 seasons. So let's try to win another 2, man. Why not? Let's get into it. So we didn't have our own pick in the draft, which is why we're skipping it. Let's move on to team/player options. Kevon Looney, we're bringing him back. Moses Moody and Patrick Baldwin Jr. as well. And then Gary Payton II accepted his player option for 9 M's. That's a lot of money, man, but it's out of our hands, so it is what it is. And this is exactly what I didn't want to see. Klay Thompson is expecting 37.9 M's just about, bro. Like, I can't do that, bro. He's got no offers. So I would love to get this down to a little bit over what Draymond was getting. Probably like 21, 22 M's would be ideal here. Let's see, 22.99. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to make this a 1-year deal and save some more money, bro. Hey, man, gotta do what you gotta do. If I can get 21.99, I would feel great about this, and we can. There we go. And then the only other guy I need to bring back is Donte DiVincenzo. He's expecting almost 12 M's. I can't do it, bro. I gave you a little bit of a payday last year. This year, you got to knock this thing down, man. We're doing another 1-year deal. And if I can get this thing down to like 6.75, then I feel pretty good. There we go. Cool. That's just about a perfect offseason, man. I feel really good about those deals. Steph Curry did go down 2 to a 96. It is what it is. He's 36 years old, and it says he's a 97 in the top right, man. So I'm not too worried about it. Cat stays put at an 88. Klay is up 1 to an 86, which is really nice. Andrew Wiggins up 1 to an 85. Draymond Green's only going down 1 per year. So honestly, I still feel really good about him being our starting power forward. We also got Kevon Looney up 1, Donte DiVincenzo up 1, Moses Moody up 3, and Keontae George up 2, man. We still have some decent young pieces, bro. I mean, we managed to win a championship, and we didn't have to mortgage our future too much. This is honestly going about as good as I could have hoped for. So let's go to move on to season number 2, where we're going to try to win another championship. So looking at the roster for season number 2, we got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Karl Anthony Towns. Off the bench, you got Kevon Looney, Donte DiVincenzo, Moses Moody, Keontae George now. And then we're still looking for that backup power forward because we didn't bring back Jay Crowder. He was regressing too much. Let's go and see what we can find this time around, man. So I'm going to go after somebody who I go after a lot in my rebuilds just because I think he's such a great role player. Dorian Finney-Smith, he's now on the Portland Trail Blazers, who at this point, man, it's time to start to look towards the future. They got Anthony Simons, they got Shaedon Sharpe, Amen Thompson, Cam Reddish, Nazir Little. I mean, this is a really good young core. I think as soon as they move on from Damian Lillard, they'll be all set. So we're going to give them another young piece, man. Patrick Baldwin Jr. is 21 years old, a power forward, small forward. I think he could benefit from a change in scenery. And then we're also going to give them Gary Payton II for salary failure. He dropped out of a rotation, so we're definitely fine with that. Let's go ahead and see if they will accept this trade here. They're saying no. I kind of figured. We're going to try like a 2nd round pick here. And there we go. Done deal. And that's going to do it for this team, man. Starting lineup is the same, but off the bench, you got Kevon Looney, Dorian Finney-Smith, Donte DiVincenzo, Moses Moody, and Keontae George now getting minutes. Like, what else can I say, man? This team should definitely compete for a championship once again. Let's go ahead and sim this regular season and see what it's looking like. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. We went 72-10, man. Dominant once again as Darius Garland wins MVP. Does any of this here concern us? I highly doubt it, other than coach of the year. Yeah, there we go. Steve Kerr. Still not exec of the year, though, bro. Like, what else do I got to do? I really don't know. Either way, though, let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Nothing once again for Steph Curry, which is pretty crazy. But either way, we are the top team in the Western Conference, top team in the league. Again, of course, as our best competition, the Atlanta Hawks. Again, alrighty. Let's take a look at the stats now. Steph Curry, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Karl Anthony Towns, 28-4. Klay Thompson still doing his thing, 17-4-3. Yeah, bro. Even Dorian Finney-Smith, that's a nice stat line off the bench. 11-5-3. I think he was a really good addition, even though he was not shooting that ball very well from anywhere, like from the floor in general. But oh well. I still think this is an elite team, bro. As we go ahead and check out our first round matchup, it's the Lakers. I love anytime we go up against them, man, because I just want to keep getting my revenge. As they have CJ McCollum now. I don't know how they made that work financially there, but I guess they lost D'Angelo Russell. So they got CJ, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Taurean Prince now, and Anthony Davis. All right. It's an interesting squad, man, but we should be able to beat them pretty easily here as we win game 1. We win game 2. Okay. 3-0. Clean sweep. Clean sweep, man. There we go. You love to see it. Now we're going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. They got D'Angelo Russell. There he is. Seth Curry, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Bobby Portis Jr., which is a really good five for them because he spaces the floor well, giving Zion a lot of room to operate. So, yeah, I actually really like that. All right, but we're still going to beat them, though. With that being said, as we win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3. Come on, bro. Like, this team is just elite, man. And honestly, that's a possible, like, a realistic trade, getting Cat on this team. I really think they could do that. And look how it's working out. Now we got the Houston Rockets. They got Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Brandon Miller, Pascal Siakam, and Alperen Sengun. Hold on. That's a squad, bro. That is a squad. I'm actually a little bit worried here. Yeah, yes, we lose game 1. Okay, let's not do anything too crazy here. Let's not lose this, man. We're gonna take away minutes from Keontae George is on fire. Nah, I'd rather take him away for Moses Moody. What are they doing? Like per 36, 16 and 7 for Moody. George is about, yeah, nah. Best believe we're giving that man some minutes. Shoot, he might need some more minutes. Yeah, bro, that's pretty crazy. Like, take more minutes than Dante DiVincenzo. Honestly, let's bump it up like this here. And then we're also going to take away some minutes from Dorian Finney-Smith, as much as I do like him. But yeah, bro, I feel like it's Keontae George's turn to really step up for us. This is when he's turning into Jordan Poole. Like I said, he was going to be that next guy for us. So I really like how that's coming along. But we got to win this series, man. I feel pretty good about these minutes, this rotation. So let's get back into it here as we win game 2. Okay, we're up 2-1 now. 2-2, bro. It's still close. Come on, man. No game 7. There we go. We are in the finals going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Norman Powell now, Sadiq Bey, and Clint Capella. Alrighty, let's get into it here as we win game 1. We win game 2. Okay, 2-1 here, 3-1. Can we end this thing? Yes, we can. The Golden State Warriors have won 2 straight titles. Like, is this a new dynasty at this point? If we win another title, I think it is. Steph Curry, Finals MVP, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. Yeah, bro. Crazy stuff out of Steph. And let's head into season number 3, where we're going to try to win 3 titles in a row. I don't think I've ever done that in any of these rebuilds. Let's give it a shot. So we actually do have our own pick in the draft because we weren't able to trade it earlier. It's number 30 since we won it all. Honestly, man, we're just going to make the pick because I don't think we need to make any more moves to buy now. We're already winning. So we might as well start to think about the future just a little bit here. Let's go over to draft night and see what it's looking like. So I think the guy I'm going to go with is Max Wright Foreman. He's a 6'7" small forward / shooting guard out of North Carolina. They're saying he could be Bruce Bowen, maybe Matisse Thybulle, so a defensive-minded guy. I'm guessing the offense is going to have to come along, and honestly, he's going to have a lot of time to do it because we're still trying to win a championship right now. So he was supposed to go right outside the lottery, man. So pick number 30, we'll definitely take that. So we got to re-sign Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, and bro, Klay is killing me. 42 M's, bro. Like, I simply can't do that, bro. You got to be like, you got to work with me here, Klay. We're winning titles, bro. And this is just insanity, man. Like, he wants to be in that 30 range, man. This is so tough. Like, I really want to keep Klay Thompson as long as I can here. And my thought process was, hey, 1-year deals. The next year is going to be a year older, probably asking for less money. Nah, bro is asking for more money. I don't get it, man. I'm going to knock this thing down to like 26.99, and I guess it's about as good as I can do. There we go. Done deal. You see, like, this is why I love Draymond Green. He gets it, bro. He's willing to take less money here. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, this is going to be Klay Thompson's last year here. It is what it is. Granted, it's going to be our last year too. So I don't even know why I'm stressing about this too much. But yeah, bro, like, we just got to be more realistic here. Klay Thompson would not ask for that much money. It's just insane. But it is what it is, man. Let's go ahead and knock this down here for Kevon Looney to like a 7.75. There we go. Okay, cool. So we got our final year, man. Not a whole lot of progression left. Klay Thompson somehow still going up 1 to an 87. Kevon Looney up 1 to an 81. But other than that, man, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on here, which is totally fine. We're winning games, and we still have a couple decent young players here in Keontae George and Moses Moody. I can't complain, man. Let's go ahead and try to get this 3-peat in our last year. So we got the same team here, but we are adjusting the minutes for the bench just a little bit. It's time to get Keontae George some more minutes. It's time to get Moses Moody some more minutes because their time is coming up, man. So we got to get them ready for it. But other than that, man, it's all the same here. I don't need to make any changes this time around, man. So let's sim this regular season and see what it's looking like. All right, guys, so I didn't see our final record. I did see a little bit after the All-Star break that we weren't nearly as dominant as before, which is fine. We'll see our actual record here in a second. Trae Young, MVP. Wallace Ryder, Rookie of the Year. Do we have anything here that concerns us? Didn't even get Coach of the Year this time. Okay, we also didn't get Exec of the Year because we haven't gotten that this entire rebuild. But let's go ahead and keep it pushing, man. Nothing once again, which is pretty crazy. We went this entire time without getting a single award. We are the number 2 seed this time around. Interesting stuff here. So we were 60-22, still good. I mean, a 60-win season, but the best team in the league is the Atlanta Hawks still, bro. Yeah, 2K loves the Hawks. All right, let's take a very quick look at the stats here and just see what that's looking like. Leading scorer, Steph Curry, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. He's 38 years old now, man. Karl Anthony Towns, 19, 8 and 4. Klay Thompson, 7, 3 and 3. Keontae George turning into that Jordan Poole like I was talking about, man. And honestly, even more than that, because when eventually Steph Curry retires, Keontae George is going to be that guy for us as our point guard probably. So that's really nice to see. 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Moses Moody looking pretty solid as well. Yeah, man, I still feel pretty good about this year. Once we shorten the rotation, like, we should be able to make a run here. We're going up against the Kings now. They got Kobe White, not De'Aaron Fox, which is interesting. Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, and now DeAndre Ayton instead of Domantas Sabonis. Okay, so this is a completely different King squad, which is interesting. As we win game 1 here, we win game 2. It took 7 games in real life this year, but it's not going to take it this time. Gentlemen, sweet man. Alrighty. We're going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. They got Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, David Roddy, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Jonas Valanciunas. I'm recording this Sunday afternoon, and there's been some interesting Ja Morant news. I'm just going to leave it at that. All I can say is that I'm disappointed in him, bro. I'm not going to use the actual word of what he was holding because that can get me like a strike on my channel or something like that, so I've been told. But yeah, man, it's very disappointed to hear that for Ja. Either way, let's get back on topic here. The Houston Rockets, they got Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Brandon Miller, Kristaps Porzingis, and Pascal Siakam. This team is nice, man. We honestly might lose this series. I'm not going to lie to you because that's a stacked team. I am going to knock this down to a 9-man rotation just right out the gates here as they actually want to start Dorian Finney-Smith over Draymond Green. Man, what do I want to do here? I'm going to keep Draymond just because, again, like the pick and roll with Steph. I don't know if this is the right decision in 2K, but for here, I feel pretty good about it. As they're taking away minutes from Moses Moody, I guess that's fine by me for right now. Let's go ahead and we'll give a little bit more minutes to Dorian. Yeah, man, let's do it like that. And then we're also going to take away some minutes from Dante DiVincenzo. Don't know why he's getting that many. Let me bump up some minutes for Wiggins. Let's bump up some minutes for Klay Thompson and Catman. And that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. As we lose game 1 here, we lose game 2. We're not going to go down 3-0. Oh, man. They are dominating us right now, bro. Like, they might just have our number. I think we might just be on the downswing in terms of our stars, and their guys are on the come up right now. All right, man. We're going to give it our best shot, though. Let's get some more minutes here. And actually, we're going to go ahead and do it like, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to try something pretty crazy. We're going to try Wiggs there at the 4, and then we're going to do Keontae George instead. Yeah, man, we're going to try it like that here. Let's go ahead and bump this up. Hey, I think it's his time, man. I really do. We'll do it like this. That makes a lot more sense. Klay Thompson is a 3. Yeah, bro, I think it's his time to shine here. Let's get into this thing. As we're going to go ahead and sim this game here. We won it. Okay, what did Keontae do, bro? He had himself a little 14, 5, and 6. Nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and sim this one again. Okay, we're still here. Let's sim this one again, and there we go. Tough, bro. I wanted to get the 3-peat. We couldn't make it happen. Oh, well. So it's going to be the Rockets and the Hornets here, and the Rockets won it all, so that makes me feel a little bit better. That's a filthy squad, bro. But either way, man, 2 championships, not too bad for a team that a lot of people are saying has its best days behind them. I think this is a pretty successful rebuild, and honestly, not even that difficult of one, because we really just brought in Karl Anthony Towns, drafted Keontae George, and then just kind of adjusted the role players a little bit. Not too bad, man. Make sure to let me know what you guys think about some of these trades. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Again, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by my birthday, May 26th. If you guys could help me make that happen, it would really mean a lot to me. But anyways, man, this has been 2KJ. Blessings.